Hi guys, it's Tuesday. Team Tuesday. Yeah, there's Sarah, me, and Trish. I'll put it on gallery view so that we're all visible. So Trish and I were just talking about one of her clients, and Charlene's a wonderful lady. She's definitely looking to be a part of a community, so she's really striving. And it brought us to the conversation of people's personalities, right? And everybody functions a little differently, whether it's in regards to the love languages or into, how you need things structured. Everyone has different, what's the word? Tweaks? You know what I mean? Like, that makes sense? Everyone's got different things that you got different triggers of things that annoy you. And we all learn this stuff when we've lived with roommates, right? We've all had that roommate that legit, like, how many times do they have to put the dishes in the sink when the dishwasher's empty, or leave this open, or do that, or, right? Or we all have that. Some people, I am personally someone that will I have a pile of clothes on my floor in my bedroom. And in my head, those are the ones that I'm not quite finished with yet. I could put them on maybe one or two more, well, one more time, give it honesty. I sweat a lot. And my husband, even though he's got his own pile going on the other room, but the next person can't have anything on the floor in the bedroom. Their clothes always have to be picked up, always put away, and it's something that they need for rest. I need my bed made, but I can have clothes on the floor. Like, I will legit, clear off everything on my bed and put it on the floor to make my bed. But that's something that I know is about me, and that helps me function, right? We all have certain things that we can walk by and be like, oh, that, whatever. And then the next thing sticks out like it's like just this thorn in our side that we are visible with. And so one thing in our business and what we are relationships. That's what we do, is we're relationships. From the second someone opens that door at Nourish and we greet them and we do our best to remember their name and give them a smile and a great experience, to a client that has been with us for 6 years, we need to know how to support them where they're at. We can't expect people to fit into our box. This is what it means for us to grow, is that we're willing to get uncomfortable so that we can really go to people where they're at. And so it's taking some time to listen to people, right? I was listening to someone the other day, and she was talking about this radio talk show. And this lady's amazing. We're actually probably going to do her book next, so I've got to read it first because it's a controversial one. But basically she's got 3 minutes on her talk show. So if someone calls in, she's got 3 minutes. So 90% of the time, she doesn't even listen to what they're actually saying because it's talk radio and she needs big splurgy things. Right? So she's supporting these people, she's working through them, but half the time she cuts them off so that she can she needs to promote the show has to be marketing, right? It has to be tasty. So she's not actually listening to what that person needs. So yes, the general market that's listening is enjoying it, but did the person actually get what they called in for? Mm-hmm. So Garen Jones, he is 30K, I think, 30K president's team. He's in our organization. He's under Mark and Jill. If you follow him on social media, he's incredibly inspirational. A couple years ago, I went and saw him at Toronto LDW. And the guy, what he brings is unbelievable. And he likes to call it digging for diamonds. And so he actually reaches out, he goes into his organization, and he looks down at his business members, and he calls them. And he reaches out to them because he wants to make sure that everyone in his organization is getting what they came to Herbalife for. And that's exactly, I remember I wrote down those words. Did you get what you were looking for when you did your work? Did you get what you were looking for when you came to Herbalife? He will reach out to people and ask them that. Because did someone actually get what they were looking for, or did we just sign them up and move to the next? Right? So it's really making sure that the follow-up is the most important piece. So now that we've all got a couple people in the challenge, we're working with some new clients, the next 4 weeks, it's treating those people like gold. Is making sure that every day we reach out, that we tag, that we focus on making sure that they get what they came for. Right? So when someone reached out to you and said, I'm interested in joining the challenge, because that is our job as coaches, to go above and beyond. So for me personally, I use the Notes app on my phone. This has been the easiest way for me to keep track of everything. So the Notes app, I use Apple, so it connects to my laptop. But find what system works for you. So on my phone, I don't know, you can never see this. Okay. So I have, it did, come on, it was there. Anyways, there's a clients folder. So you can actually create folders on the Notes app. So I have a clients folder. So every single one of my, it was there 1 second. Every single one of my clients, let's scroll up here, has their own note. And so then when I talk and I reach out to somebody, right? So I've got Adam here. He's got 2 boys. They're 14 and 11. He wants to lose about 40 to 50 pounds, and he wants to feel the way he did 5 years ago. So then when I was doing that, what did you feel like 5 years ago? What do you remember from 5 years ago? Those are emotions. So I take little notes. 90% of the time, the notes that I take are not about what they're eating, because we all know the basics of change, right? I will note if they're skippers of breakfast. I'll note what they're sweet, if they're a chocolate or a salty person, right? Where are their treats? Where do they trip? Is it booze? Is it drinking on the weekends? I'll make those notes so that when I do my follow-up, I can ask them how their boys are doing. And I don't do that as cheating. I do that as because I do care. It's because I do want to remember these things. And as you build your business and really take care of people, you don't have to have it all up in here. That doesn't make any sense. Every entrepreneur and business and guru takes notes and keeps track of things and has little file folders. So for me, for my clients, I found the easiest. I used to do it all paper. I used to have a paper binder that would go around with me everywhere. But then for me, I don't like paper, and paper is something I feel like I always have to file. So I got rid of my paper and I moved to fully electronic. So I have everybody on my notes, which means I can have them here. I can have them on my laptop. I can have them on my computer. Heck, we can even pull it up on the iPad. So that's how I found it's worked for me. You need to do what works for you. Trisha, I'm going to use an example. You are very much a paper and pen person. You have made it very clear to me. I'm a paper and pen person. I like to see things written out in front of me. I need it this way. So you need to go, if that means you get a binder and everybody you go and you get A to Z, and everyone goes in their binder under first or last name, and then that's your binder. That's just your little cheat sheet book that goes with you everywhere. So that when you do follow up, when you do reach out to someone, you have those notes to go back to. You can go back to that last conversation. Hi, Raina. You can go back to that last conversation and do effective follow-up. You can ask them how things are going. You can ask, how is your mom? How are things going, right? You'll probably notice I do it a lot at the club. That is because I do continuous conversations, right? I get to know people. I don't take notes of everybody at the club, but I have gotten really better at remembering where people are at and what they're going through.
And you love us.
I do love you all. You have no idea how much, right? But it's important to me that the people that walk through that door, they know they mean something to this community. Because every person that walks through that door is creating opportunity for everyone else. Hi, Madison. So it's really important that they're treated like gold. Because without customers, what happens? There's nothing. There's nothing. Without every single one of you, we wouldn't have a team call, right? So it's bigger than me. And it's not about me. That's probably one of the most powerful terms that we can use, is it's not about you. Remembering that person's name, it's not about you. It's not about you looking good. It's about making that person feel special, feel important, because they are. Because they are. Because that person, as Garen Jones calls it, could be a diamond that we don't know about. That person could connect you to somebody, right? I didn't know Sarah if I didn't know Erin. If I didn't meet Erin and get to know Erin and help Erin with her goals and pay attention to her, she never would introduce me to Sarah, right? And Sarah introduced me to her sister. So that is when they talk about the 7 degrees of separation. The reality is 90%. Mark and Jill, who I would consider some of my most amazing friends, I never even met them. And now I talk to them every single day. But it was because I met a person in Vegas who connected me, right? So Kristen did enough to keep me around so that I could meet Mark and Jill. And they've treated me like gold from day one. Because when she does her follow-up, when we do mentoring, she asks about how my gallbladder ultrasound went. That's the first thing she asks. Not what clubs that the number went. How's kiddo? How is dance? Because this is a people business. We're more than numbers. If you want to be a number, go work for a corporation. because that's where you get treated like that, right? That's where you're just an efficiency that you could be cut anytime. No one in this business gets treated like that. And so when you can really go above and beyond to let people know that they're more than just a sale, then you'll find that it actually gets easier. It gets so much easier. So if that helps, just in how I really take an approach to my relationships with people, the product is like the last thing I talk about. We're getting better at it. We're doing product highlights. We've sold a lot of coffee since I did that video. So we're going to start doing product highlights, educating people, because people do want to know. They are interested. They came to us for a reason, but that doesn't mean we're shoving it down their face. Doesn't mean that if they only choose, hi Virgil, it's Virgil, right? Yeah. Dog butt. And that's it. Remember people's dogs' names. Everyone at that club knows Millie. Everybody at that club knows Millie and Zoe, right? And you know, Amanda, like, they bring that dog there because their dog loves the attention.
I love Zoe.
Right? So it's important. And, you know, they've met Sarah, who does fostering, and we've been able to make connections. And so listening to people, you can connect people that don't even know each other, but they're going to be the most powerful supports for each other. And that's what we get to do. That's networking, right? We are in a network marketing business, which means that we want to network our relationships to find people that complement each other and help them and connect them. So in our client group, we have people of all different types. And every single one of us as a team member brings something different to the group. We all bring something different, something inspiring, and each and every single one of us is going to connect with somebody that might not even be your client. And that's why we treat everybody like our client. Because someone that connects with me, that Sarah brought, right? Am I going to support them? Yes. And maybe Sarah's going to bring somebody that actually connects with Raina. So if Raina treats them like gold, then if we all treat everybody the same at that higher level, everybody wins. Does that make sense? An everybody wins mindset. It's not about me. It's about everybody else.
So quick question then.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because, I mean, obviously in my business, that's what I do. It's just bringing it to the club now. But I've always been hesitant to invite clients and say, hey, you want to be friends on Facebook? But I'm now wondering if I need to reach out to them and send them that friend request, because it is a different environment, and be like Tony, just send her that friend request so that she feels there's follow-up. There feels like I talked to her when she's there. I made that phone call. She came in today. She was tickled pink, right? So then I was thinking maybe I add her so she can see what's going on at the club. She could send me a message, hey, Trish, I'm not feeling good this week. But I've always been hesitant. So generally, I don't know, I can throw it out to everybody. Do you guys invite people you've met saying, hey, I've met you a couple times, throw them a friend request?
So yes, I do. That's been something I've made for my business for a long time. It's actually one of my ways of, I use Instagram a lot for that. I'll use Instagram, or I'll even use Facebook, where I add people to my Facebook. I do it at the club all the time. Well, here, just follow me on Facebook and I'll send you the details. Because for me, Facebook is a way of showing people the lifestyle, right? Do I post personal stuff on there? A little bit. Do I post personal stuff on there? No. My Facebook is not about my political views. My Facebook is not about, it's about who I am and what I aspire to do. And so it's a way that people can basically get, like, you let them into your TV screen, right? It's your reality show that they get to watch when you're living the lifestyle. So here's an example. Okay, here's an example of how, Trisha, so this is why I do. So a girl, her name is Manuela Rierson. Okay, she is from Calgary. I met her 2015, so we're going on 4 years ago. I met her 2015, 4 years ago at Safeway. She was my checkout cashier the night before I did my bikini competition. Do you know what she did today? She messaged me. Out of the blue, I'm at the gym on the treadmill, and she messaged me going, I'm just finishing up my nutrition degree. I have 30 pounds to lose. I'd like to join on with you, and I'm interested about how I can use these products to support my clients. So 4 years ago, I added a lady to my Facebook, and she's just been following my journey for this long. She's now looking for an opportunity of how she can take her passion for nutrition, bring it to the market, as well as get some results herself. And who did she reach out to? Me. So that's why I add people to my Facebook. It's everybody's discretion. If you choose to open a business page, you can open a business page and do it that way as well, right? So Trisha Laveau Wellness, you could use that and be adding everyone to it. I do find, though, that the personal side of things and it's just because that's what I've always done, my personal Facebook seems to get way more activity. The club does as lot, right? But your business one, you can reach more people, but people treat it like a business. It's not a personal relationship. They don't feel like they know you. They feel like they know. Does that make sense?
Well, the one you're on is my original business one, because I have a private one that has all my family on it.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing for me to joke with a client saying, oh yeah, I drank a bottle of wine. It's another thing for them to see the post that my family will put about a gallon of wine with a straw in it, kind of thing. Yes. So the one I have that you're on, that most people, like from my massage, from anything that I meet outside of personal family, are on that page. And then Trisha Laveau Wellness is just on top of that. So I guess I could easily just invite them to the Trisha Laveau page. Yeah.
If you already have a private page for your family, right? We have a family group, right? So my family, we're all still in the same, but I have a family private group that we post all that kind of stuff. Well, but it's our family. All my cousins are in there, everything like that. So that's how we do it. And then it is keeping your Facebook clean. It is, right? Like, you don't need to be posting. I remember one of the coaches said that one training, it was like, it might be your cheat day and you might have control of your plan and you might be able to go and eat a burger and a milkshake and get back at it tomorrow morning, but not all of your clients will be able to do that. So what are you showing? You know what I mean? Like, you show them the lifestyle, but don't go and also tempt them where they can go, oh, sweet, we can have a cheat day. And then it throws them completely off plan, right? So it's just being really aware. I'm very aware. I post a lot. My stories got a lot on it. I try and use my story. I use my story more than anything now. First off, because it's gone in 24 hours, right? So people have to watch it. It's engaging, but it shows people what I'm up to. Right. So like today, the story's I got me at the gym. It's got my lunch that my husband packed for me this morning, showing gratitude for him packing my lunch. Thank you, Matt. Then it's got me going to the gym. And then it's got, I could take a picture of Team Call right now, celebrating all you guys and how we get to work from home. But it allows people to get a glimpse into what's possible. And so there's lots and lots and lots of tools of social media. What we're doing right now isn't really social media based because we have a club and that's amazing. But I do find that by using my social media, it helps attract and retain people into the club. It supports my clients. It supports just the community as a whole, right? So yes, I do add people to my Facebook all the time. And it's generally actually full, complete strangers at like grocery stores. They're like, oh, awesome. Well, let's just add each other on Facebook and you can like see what I'm at. Like, I'll send you some information, or I just posted about a challenge we have coming, or, oh, you got to check out my husband's results, right? So I will add people to my social media because most people, the general market is very much more willing to give out their Instagram or their Facebook versus their phone numbers nowadays. So it depends on the market you're trying to get into as well. Because if you go and talk to someone like Barb Hine and ask to add to her Facebook, I'm not sure that she has it, right? But then if you're going to a younger market, you really got to meet the market too. So it's kind of like, what are you looking for? Does that answer your question? Okay, so I use my social media a lot. I hope, a lot of you guys have seen that too, right? So where the inspiration comes from. And then it's just being patient. Being patient. If you're talking to 10 people a day consistently for 90 days, how many people have you talked to? 900. So if 10% of those, right? It's usually 10, like for every 10 people you talk to, one of them will be a yes. So if you talk to 10 people a day, whether it's just at the grocery store, whether it's handing out a coupon, if you go to No Frills for 5 minutes and you hand out 10 coupons a day, in 90 days, you will have handed out 900 coupons, and 10% of those people could possibly very well be clients. So in 90 days, that's 90 clients. So when you break it down into really small portions, it's very, very simple. The key is the consistency of it. The consistency. So by doing it, you know what I mean? If you only hand out 10 and then don't hand out any more, how many clients are you going to maybe get from that? One, right? And you're going to sit there and you go, well, I did it. I did it. I handed out the coupons. Why isn't anyone coming? I don't understand. Right? I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen people do it, right? So it's important, the consistency of it. So yes, we just launched the challenge, and that's why you'll always hear me talking, okay, what's next? What are we plugging into next? What's the next thing we're inviting to? Because you always want to be in someone's mindset. Because I've got people that I handed out coupons to this weekend, and one of them came back up to me. She goes, I still have your coupon from last year. I'm so meaning to come in there. And one day she will walk through the door, but it might take her 13 invites. So it's having that patience, because if you're consistent in it, you'll start to see the beginning. It's going to seem like nothing. And then all of a sudden, 1 and 2 and 4 and 6. And all of a sudden people from 4 years ago that you haven't talked to, and probably, I think I sent her a New Year's. I usually send it over the holidays. I send everyone on my Facebook a message just to keep them seeing my profile. But yeah, that's probably the last time I talked to her. And it was just a random Happy New Year. May the next year bring you blessings. And now she can potentially be a downline in the next couple days. Right? So that consistency over the years means that now people just every day. But it took that time of doing the work when it seemed like nothing was happening. And the coolest thing, you guys, is now with the club. So I'm going to shout out to Sarah, because Sarah had an invite walk in the door today. And I saw her post, and she was like, trying out this smoothie thing. And one of her friends on that same post was like, Sarah, can you share with it? I saw the post, and now there's another invite coming from it.
Yeah, so a friend of hers, she's actually a neighbor too. She lives down the street. So she had posted, oh, how was it? And she said, oh, it was great. And I read it and I posted it. Mandy, I'll bring you a coupon. You can come in, first time's on the house. So I'll give her a coupon tomorrow.
Yep. So it's, the thing is, you guys, with the model we have now, you don't have to wait 4 years. You don't gotta wait 4 years for someone to come, because they want to come tomorrow, because they can come tomorrow. They can walk in the doors of the space with the great energy, and come tomorrow. So it's really meeting people where they're at, treating them like absolute gold, and just being consistent in inviting. And the rest of the funnels will just continue to fill up. So that is kind of that's the call. That's the conversation for tonight. Anything else that you want to bring, or anything else that you've got some ideas or spaces we feel we can grow at right now? Awesome. Oh, Sarah?
Oh, I have a question. What is the ladies' night thingy that I saw today?
Aha. So ladies' night was something that Trisha and Jen and I have been talking about. And I'm thinking that, so basically we want to just get together and put on face masks and have some fun times. And Trisha's going to do some targeted massages. It's about $20 was our price point, so that we can, and it'll come with tea, and we'll have fruit platters, and just all of us getting together. The idea behind it was a spa night. So we're going to do a really fun facial, charades with them. I thought about it. We're going to put the green mask on, and then we're going to try and play games with the green. I think that'd be so much fun. But yes, so I posted, we've had a bunch of responses on it already. Just kind of seeing, because I think we want at least 10 people coming to it, just to make it worthwhile for the time. But in all honesty, putting on a face mask with Trisha by myself would be fun and worth my evening. And every single one of you. So that's what that was. Does that answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? No? Okay. Just really want to acknowledge all of you guys, everyone watching the recording as well. The last couple of weeks have been fantastic. It's so exciting seeing all of you just bloom in different ways and really rise up. It's gorgeous, and the page is just buzzing. There's new energy, and you guys are all bringing something so valuable. And I'm in awe. I honestly am in awe. And sitting on the other side of the bar once in a while, I'm so excited for every single one of you and seeing what you're stepping into and how you're all growing in your own individual little ways. And the excitement and all the different things that you guys bring. It's good. I got goosebumps knowing what the future looks like for this community and regions. So thank you every single one of you. We're mastering some new things right now, so again, the next couple of weeks we're just going to keep really mastering the invitation and the language and the flow of the club, and that's fantastic. So I just want to give a moment of acknowledgement to our bride to be on the call, Harena. We have 5 days, and so next Tuesday when she jumps on with us, she will be Mrs. So congratulations.
I will be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Your results are fantastic, by the way. When we took your pictures the other day and you stripped down, I was like, where did you go? It's beautiful. So you're looking great. Celebrate well this weekend. You deserve it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay, you guys, have an absolutely fantastic night. And we're at the club tomorrow. Sarah's in with me. We also have the binder there now. So if you felt like just coming and hanging out, bringing your little workbook, the binder is there. So you can start working through steps 1 to 10 in a community setting where we can all kind of work together and do that follow-up and support each other and bring our own flair. Okay. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Bye.